Do you really need a Facebook group to boost sales inside of your business, whether that is network marketing, whether that is coaching, whether that's any other different kind of business? My name is Jelena from JelenaOstrovska.com, and I show young entrepreneurs how to grow a profitable online business while creating a limitless lifestyle and having more fun. And in this video, I will be talking all about Facebook groups, the benefits, the downsides of Facebook groups, because it is a really hot strategy these days. I mean, in 2018, because we all know that Facebook changes more time than we can even remember. Facebook pages, like, you always have to adjust to the ads, you always have to stick to the rules, you know, things change all the time. But Facebook groups, it has been one of those strategies that people are kind of jumping on board like crazy. And a lot of the times it is one of those shiny object syndromes to where you really want to kind of hop on board, but then you're thinking, do I really need a Facebook group? So we'll talk all about that today. I will give you some advantages, I will give you some disadvantages of the Facebook groups, and then I'll help you decide whether you need one or not. So first of all, you do need to understand what kind of business model you're in, and even if there is anybody, you know, creating Facebook groups in your field, whether that maybe you're building a network marketing business, you know, we all know that we use groups like crazy for, you know, to build a business. Maybe you are in coaching, maybe you're in health and wellness, maybe you're building your own brand, maybe you know, just figure that out, like, you know, what is your niche, and do some research. Is there anybody else using that strategy? And if there is, you may start considering that. If there's somebody successful, if there's nobody really using, let's say maybe you're in real estate. So I personally am not really familiar with that field. So I can't even tell you, like, if there are any groups about real estate. I'm pretty sure there should be, but, you know, really think about it. Do you need one? So figure that out, you know, do some research, do some due diligence, figure out if there's anybody using groups, and then you can decide for yourself, like, based on that criteria first. Then let's talk about some benefits of Facebook groups. So it is a really great way to build an audience and even the sense of community, okay? Because people come into groups to do what? To network, okay? So Facebook groups are pretty much really similar to meetups. You know, when you go to meetup.com and you can find all kinds of different meetings in your local area and kind of find people of interest and go meet them. So in Facebook groups, honestly, they're kind of like a big party, either big or small, depending on how many members there are. So it is a really great way to build the community, to build your audience, to really expand your reach. Another benefit is Facebook groups can kind of go viral if your existing members start inviting other people in their network, so you can basically tap into somebody else's network and like grow organically. You can run Facebook ads to, you know, to get people into your Facebook group, but, you know, it is going to take time to build up, obviously, but eventually, like, groups can go viral. Facebook pages can do that as well, but it's a lot more difficult to grow a fan page organically compared to a Facebook group, right? It's also like Facebook groups, they do have better interaction compared to Facebook pages, and a good friend of mine actually has done a research on her fan page, and she straight up asked her audience, where do you engage the most? Do you go and engage in Facebook groups, meaning like, comment, and share stuff, or do you go to pages? And there was 100% response from, I don't remember how many people answered, but it was like 100, it was like about 30 or 40 people who said, I go primarily to Facebook groups to interact. So people barely interact on pages these days. I mean, obviously, if your fan page is like 5 million followers, then surely you're gonna get some interaction, but generally we don't always have that giant following to get a decent enough, you know, interaction on our pages, okay? So then it is also a really great way to build a network marketing business, because in our company we do use Facebook groups a lot. We have team groups, we have free groups for our prospects where we can add them, and then they can kind of, you know, consume the information about the products or compensation plan, or, you know, anything about the company. Kind of can see the updates, the engagement, the buzz, you know, the hype, the excitement, and the whole shebang, right? So Facebook groups is a really great strategy to grow a network marketing business, because, you know, it's okay to send somebody a presentation or a video or invite them to a webinar, but when you plug in somebody into a Facebook group and they keep receiving updates and they keep seeing, you know, like the excitement, then it is basically the Facebook group can do the follow-up for you. Obviously you have to do the work, you have to follow up with your people, but Facebook groups is such a great way to stay on top of your prospects' mind like this, okay? And it's also great for list building. So if you are a business owner, small business owner, and you are building your email list, it is a really great way to do that, especially if your group kind of grows on its own and it grows organically, like in a big way, then you can build your email list as well. And for me, like, I do have a free Facebook group, and the way that I use it is I first get people on my email list. So if you go over to theunlimitedentrepreneur.com, then you'll have to opt in first and then get into my Facebook group, okay? So there's always different ways to do that, but some people use it like in a completely opposite way. They first get somebody else into a Facebook group and then they build their email list. So both ways work, you know, you just have to decide which one you're going to use for yourself. Then there are a couple of disadvantages. There's always benefits, there's always, you know, disadvantages to certain things. So number one, Facebook group is another audience to build for you. So if you are, you know, part-time in your current business and you're already building an audience, maybe on your fan page, maybe your Instagram account, maybe you're just crushing your Facebook personal profile and you do want to add, like, and you kind of are considering a Facebook group, I will say that it is going to be another way, another audience to build, and I will say it in a negative way because it's really hard to build multiple audiences at the same time, especially if you are not full-time in your business. Even for me, I do primarily build my Facebook personal profile. I do have my Facebook group, but a lot of the times I kind of let my group slide for just a little bit when I need to focus more on something else, which is my personal profile, okay? It's also another place for you to create content. So if you're somebody who's very consistent with your Facebook personal profile or with Instagram or, you know, whatever social media platform you're using, then it's going to be really difficult to add another one because you do need to be within your group. You do need to be posting, especially in the beginning stages. You do need to be there. Obviously, as the community grows, there are going to be more people who are going to be participating, maybe posting content and things like that, but you need to be the one who's going to participate first to invite others. And even when your audience, like when your group grows, you will have to bring in more moderators, maybe more admins to help you manage the group because you won't physically be able to handle that on your own once the group actually starts to grow, okay? So, and then another thing, it's like I said, like it's not really a good idea to do a Facebook group if you are part-time in your business and it's just going to be hard to manage everything. And trust me, I've tried it. It sometimes it does feel like a full-time job, okay? So you kind of decide for yourself, but I do believe that if you're already building a social media audience, let's say personal profile or fan page or maybe Instagram or something else, then I don't really recommend splitting into like a Facebook group at the same time because you still need to promote, you still need to find people, you still need to invite people to the Facebook group, you still need to do everything, okay? So, and another thing that I will mention, so kind of like summing it all up, so I only recommend doing a Facebook group if you do have a solid audience online already. So if you have a decent sized audience, maybe on your personal profile, maybe your audience already grows kind of organically. So for me personally, I do primarily build my personal profile on Facebook and I get a lot of friend requests every single day. I can't, like, it's getting hard to manage. I'm not complaining by any means, but you know, it kind of grows on its own. I don't have to go out there and like reach out to people on my own. I don't have to go and send friend requests, so they are coming to me. But, you know, kind of at this point, you can build a Facebook group and you can move your existing audience to the Facebook group and then kind of let it grow from its own. Okay, and then another thing that I will recommend, if you have a network marketing business and you're like, I really want to start a group for prospects where you can add people, I will say this, you can do it and I actually highly recommend doing that, but team up with somebody else so you don't have to manage that on your own. Like in our network marketing company, we do have, I will say, 2 Facebook groups that we use to expose prospects to our business, you know, to our products and the compensation plan and everything, and kind of like the overview of the company. And in each of those groups, we have multiple moderators and multiple admins to help manage the group and to help create content and to post more in the group. So if you can team up with your upline or with somebody from your team, that would be really beneficial because you physically won't be able to have it run on its own. Just because, just imagine if you have, let's say, a team, I'll be really conservative, let's say you have a team of maybe like 50 people, and then you create that group, you add all of your teammates there, and then everybody starts inviting people, and then it's gonna be like hundreds and thousands of people eventually within that group. Like we have one group with, I think over 50,000 people, and another group with like 7,000 people or 8 or something like that. So you can imagine what it's like to manage those groups. I am a moderator in one of them, so I kind of see everything from the inside. Okay, so but make sure that you team up with somebody so you don't have to manage everything on your own, so you don't have to create content, so you don't have to post and like reply to questions within the group all on your own. So have somebody else to help you with that. So here you go. I really hope this video kind of gives you a better overview of Facebook groups, so you should now know whether you want to start one or you want to team up with somebody and create the group together so you can all manage it and either build your network marketing business or whatever other business you are growing. So hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you're watching it on YouTube. Turn on the notifications to receive more videos if you are not in my notifications yet. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos just like this, and if you would like to receive more free trainings from me, go over to JelenaOstrovska.com and grab your free download at the very top of the website, and you will be plugged into my email list so you can catch more videos and more trainings and tips and strategies to build your online business right into your email inbox. So feel free to share this video out with anybody who you think this might be of benefit, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.